What's up, fam? I'm Elijah Perkins, and this is my wife, Pua.
Aloha.
And you're watching the third episode of Ohanaperks. We're celebrating something very special. It's my birthday! Well, not yet, but it's coming up, which got me thinking, how should I celebrate my birthday this year? What do you do to celebrate birthdays? I mean, I've had some pretty good birthdays in the past. One year we went to the North Shore and we went zip lining, got to hang out, eat some really good food.
Yep, and then this past year, Elijah missed my birthday because he was on a work trip. But he did make up for it by planning a super cool day with my friends. We went to get pedicures and we had some lunch. And to my surprise, he actually coordinated a full-on party with all our friends and fam there. So that was cool. I'd never had a surprise party before.
I'm just glad it all worked. We pulled it off and it was great.
And birthdays are a great way to check things off your bucket list. And that's something that our family has been doing for the past couple years. We've never gone ziplining before, so that was one of them.
That was fun.
We also, Elijah wanted to go axe throwing, and it was kind of toward the middle of the year, and we really couldn't find time. But October came around and we're like, all right, now we have an excuse to go axe throwing. And even last year we did horseback riding, was on my bucket list, and so Elijah planned a whole horseback riding tour
that was fun
for us. So birthdays have been a really good way for us to really check things off our bucket list, and that's been super fun and super memorable.
So birthdays were always a big deal growing up in our family. We always were like forced to have a party, but it's because our parents, they didn't make a lot of money. You know, we were provided for, we had everything we needed. That was the main thing, but it was their way of giving us something. And they were also very good cooks, so they threw it down and they would cook. So every party would have some type of good food. We'd invite our family and friends over. I mean, we've done everything from like Italian food, Southern food, Japanese food. I mean, you name it, we probably did that kind of a party. And so that's kind of what our typical parties look like in the Perkins household.
Yes, and here in Hawaii, we're big on celebrations. So not just birthdays, but if you're getting married, we want to celebrate, we want to throw a party. If you are graduating high school, you get a graduation party. If you are turning 1 year old, you get a party. Where that tradition comes from is back in the day, when sicknesses and diseases started to come here in Hawaii, it would be very rare for babies to reach that first year milestone. And so there came a point where if a baby did turn 1, we celebrated, we feasted, we appreciated the blessing of making it through that first year of life. And that tradition has carried on even today. So we have our first birthday luau, and I had a first birthday luau. We threw one for Manaya when he turned 1. Elijah had one, and it's a common thing to celebrate the first year of life with kids here in Hawaii. Nowadays, you can find luau that are actually geared a little more toward the tourist industry here in Hawaii. You'll find performances of Hawaiian culture or Polynesian culture, and they'll also provide traditional Hawaiian or Polynesian food, and that's commonly what's known as a luau today. And that's actually not the traditional term for a Hawaiian feast. The luau is actually referring to the top of the taro plant, which is the leaf of the taro plant. And they would call it that because that's normally the type of food that would be served at a luau or a feast. But the traditional term is actually called a ʻahaʻaina, or a gathering for a meal, or a pa'ina, which is just another word for party. But so luau has transitioned to what you might know it today as a Hawaiian feast, where you can watch the dancing and the singing and the traditional things that you'll find here in Hawaii. But food is definitely a big part of that.
Yes, food. We're big food people, if you didn't know.
Yes, any type of celebration if the food is good, the party was good.
Right. That's what my dad, Uncle Frank, would say. If the food's good, then the party's good. So if you have any ideas of what we should do for my birthday, or what Pua should do for my birthday, please let her know in the comments. She needs help. Let her know, okay? Well, thanks for watching episode 3 of Ohana Perks. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like and subscribe button so you can see all the content that we're coming out with. Well, until next time, aloha.